Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft vanilla server. I'm running and I'm not touching the keys. There we go. What? Oh, you know what? I think Jevin left this not filled in. Let me poke up here real quick. I think that's what that is. Oh, I can't get in there. Can I get through here? No. Is there no way in there? I don't have Silk Touch, so I can't remove... Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, it sounds like he's got some zombies living inside the brain of his mushroom here. Oh well, I wanted to go clear him out, but I guess that can't happen. I wanted to go check on the shop yet again. Spum's been working on his shop over here, and it looks like there's been some progress on some other things around. I'm actually not even sure what this is. What is this? Overstock. Looks like somebody's setting up some kind of flower shop. If you guys haven't seen Izuma set up this courthouse, I think in his last episode or the episode before, but yeah, this thing's looking amazing. I like the lawn. The grass is looking pretty good with all these strips. I saw Corellis. Yeah, it was Corellis that I saw do this. So it looks like Izuma has taken some inspiration from that on the lawn here. Some random patches of green wool carpet around. But yeah, Spumwack's been working on his building here, and this thing looks pretty cool. Way different than the way it looked before. Last time I came here, I think that was actually a mountain or something, and he's changed it into a building, so that's really awesome. So let's see. Other things. Is there anything else around here that is new? You know what? I have a bed on me. I think I am just going to use this real quick since it is raining. And it's nighttime. Yeah, I've been keeping a bed on me recently. It seems like whenever I'm online, there's always somebody who wants to sleep. And I hate logging off all the time when that happens. So figured I'll just carry a bed with me. Now the only thing is, if I die, I'll end up back at World Spawn. So we can't let that happen. But now that that's taken care of, let's go in here. And yes, we've had one more sale. That's awesome. I really wish I had a way of letting people know who bought and what they bought, like some kind of a receipt or invoice, or I don't know. But let's see. I'm guessing we had one of these picks sell. Yeah, that's awesome. So we have 2 of those Fortune 3 diamond picks left. You know, this probably would be a good time to go over to the post office over here in the Hermit Village. Probably throw a pearl, get there faster. Go over to the post office and grab one of those books that you can write in, and maybe I'll use that in the payments chest and just kind of say, hey, you know, if you buy something, put your name down what you bought. I think that should be cool. All right, so there we go. Well, let me go ahead and put that in the shop, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, so I left a book in my shop in the payments chest that says, please leave a note of what you purchased. Thanks. But one thing, I think I've mentioned this before, like my FPS around here while I'm recording is around 50. Sometimes it drops down to 30. I think if I look this way, it gets even lower. Yeah, up here, it shouldn't really matter on the video since I'm recording at 30 FPS anyway. But I just find it really weird what's causing the sudden decrease in frames. Like, there doesn't really appear to be a lot of stuff around here that would be causing the frames to go down that much. When I'm over at my base, I think I generally get around 200 FPS or something. I'm noticing also the entity count right over here says there's over 400 entities in the area. Now I know I'm contributing to that, but I don't know if that's the problem. I do know if you have a lot of entities around that can cause frame rate lag. Like if you are at a zombie spawner or something, and you let hundreds and hundreds of zombies collect, yeah, that'll really slow down your frames per second. But we don't really have that happening here. I do have some chickens underneath my house. I think about 40, but yeah, I don't know what would be close to 500 entities around here. I know D-Mac under his base over here has some cows. I don't think he's got that many though. I haven't actually been down here in quite some time, but yeah, he's only got like 3 cows down here. So where is the other 500 or 400 entities? I don't know. But it seems like something around here is really causing that problem. Now, Spumwack I know has a bunch of animals over at his thing, but I think that's unloaded. Like, it's just now coming into view distance. So that doesn't really... Yeah, something... I really would like to find out what that is. Maybe we just got a bunch of zombies somewhere collecting that, you know, have picked up eggs or whatever. I know that was a problem in, like, some of the snapshots, but we never updated to that snapshot where the baby zombie jockeys were introduced. And, there's something around here. I want to find it out at some point in time. But yeah, so let's head over to my base. Enough talking about the spawn village. I've been working on some things around the base, and I kind of want to show you guys what I've been doing, get your opinions on them. Also, I would like to start working on some of the villager stuff today if we have time, which I hope we do, because I don't really want to be talking about my base all episode long. But yeah, so I finally got around to breeding these mushrooms just a little bit, so we should have like 4 or 6 of them in there. So yeah, we don't have to worry about one suffocating in a wall. I had comments about the ladder being here and that it was looking gross and I should do something about it. Well, I finally did do something about it. I got rid of the ladder. No more ladder, except for down there. But yeah, I've spent some time here. You can kind of see right there, there's like some glass you can see through. See the edge of the glass there. But yeah, I spent some time here. I filled in pretty much all of this down below with glass. It's all solid, this black stained glass. So we don't have a way down over here anymore, but I have made a stairway that goes down. So when you first enter the base, you probably already saw that, but when you first enter the base, you can come over here and then hang a right and go down. So I made these stairs 6 blocks wide all the way down from this wall. I had Red Eyes over here and he was taking a look at it, and he kind of commented, when you get to the bottom, because the way this curve is and the way this curve is, it almost feels like it's too narrow right here, although it is still 6 blocks wide. I don't know. I think it's just some kind of a trick or like an optical illusion, or I don't know. But yeah, it does feel like it makes a sharp turn kind of like right here, and then it kind of feels a little too tight down at the bottom. But, you know, I think that's working pretty well. It took me a while to figure out, you know, a decent design and how to get that in there, and then what to do about the outside wall and the inside wall. I ended up putting a layer of stone brick against the inside wall here. Right behind here is the lamps and the sandstone that I installed a while ago. So let's put that back. So yeah, I didn't want to see that sandstone, so I buffered out the wall 1 block more along the stairway. And then, let's see. Yeah, I put in these blocks here, and I kind of matched the ceiling to go all the way with it. I don't know if it needs to be open the whole distance, and it kind of feels weird with it being straight up and down right there at the end of the stairs. I didn't really know what to do with that, but I think it works. I think it looks all right. I might even do, well, I think I will do something with the dirt. Maybe put some upside down wooden slabs up there, the oak wood, just something so it's just not dirt. But yeah, this whole center thing I have completely filled in solid with black stained glass. Looks kind of weird, but it's also kind of cool too, because you're only seeing the one texture, and everything else beyond that texture is perfectly clear. So you can see down to this floor and see what else is happening. I've just thrown some beds around like I was talking about earlier. People are always wanting to sleep. So I have a bed here, I have a bed on another floor down, and I have another stairway that should be exactly the same as that one, the other one. It kind of goes down a little bit lower because this is a slime chunk. So I had to put in the slabs here to prevent slimes from spawning. There are 3 slime chunks in this base. There's that one, there's this one, which we are using for the slime farm down below, and then there's also this other partial chunk right here. So yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to start working around these slime chunks and trying to figure out a way to prevent these slimes from spawning once we build some stuff in here. But I'm really liking the way this turned out. So you can see all the way up to the sky, see if it's night or day. Not a whole bunch of different glass textures you're looking through. Unfortunately, you kind of see those textures right there. but there's not really a lot you can do about that. Oh well. But yeah, so this is the second floor complete. We got the first floor and the second floor done. Then we can come down here, and I haven't started working on this part yet. I think at this point I'm going to leave this unfinished, and I'm going to start filling in stuff on the first and second floors. But yeah, I think this is turning out pretty good. I've spent a lot of time here. Oop, those slimes are loud. I spent a lot of time here getting everything prepared and putting those floors in and the glass and making those stairways. Man, so much stuff to do. So let's check out how the slime farm's doing at this point. Nothing in that one. Ah, look at that. So that's pretty good. We're getting a whole bunch of slime balls now. So we got 2.5 large chests full. Actually, it's about 3.5 large chests full because I got another one of these upstairs in that one tower. Still waiting to put the storeroom in and get everything situated up above. But that's going to be coming pretty soon, Okay, so I think we've seen enough of the base. You guys pretty much have a good idea of what I've been working on here. It's taken quite a bit of time, like I said, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it's turned out so far. I like the stairs. Probably some more tweaks and things we can do to make them look that much better. But I do like the stairs way better than climbing up and down a ladder right in the center. Definitely. Very cool. All right. So villagers. So I have been trying to breed villagers, and we've seen my infinite villager breeder thing work. It's something that I've done before in my previous HermitCraft series at the Jungle Temple. And yeah, no problem here. This thing works great. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to move these villagers down underground to, well, you can kind of see right there where the cursor is, right below the cursor. There's an underground area that I dug out. I did that, a few weeks ago. I dug that all out, and I decided that wasn't a very good idea, so I slabbed it out. And that's where I said I wanted to put our villagers. So I put a track here, and the track goes all the way over and around and up and down, and it heads off over there. Let's go check that out. I'm going to sleep till day, and I'll meet you over there. What's the matter, zombie? What's the matter? Come on. Come here, buddy. Come on, little fella. Oh, what's the matter? It's just railroad tracks. Come on. You can do it. Oh, you can't do it. What's the matter? Oh, you can't go over the tracks, can you? Well, you're dead. All right, guys. So, so here's where the track comes, and it comes all the way over here. And I made a little spiral staircase that goes all the way down to that area down below that I was talking about. And just to show you guys, frames per second here while I'm recording, something like, almost 200 or something. So yeah, there definitely is something there in the business district or the hermit village. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we need to figure that out at some point. But yeah, so the tracks go all the way down here, and I tried a few things to get the villagers down there. I didn't really want to build a spiral staircase, so I just dug a hole straight down, and I tried pushing the villagers down and making them land in water. Nope, didn't work. Well, at least not while they're in a minecart, it didn't work. They would still hit the ground and die. Tried putting the water way up high, so they'd splash into it maybe 10 blocks above the ground. Nope, still killed them. So this was the only way I could figure out to get the guys down to bedrock without dying. So this isn't, well, I guess it's not really bedrock, but down to the bottom of the branch mine. So let's take a spin all the way down there. Got my storage case. All right. So here we go. This looks really, really ugly. I was just trying to get some things to work here off camera. And actually, guys, I've spent probably about 4 hours here trying to get this to work, between getting the villagers down here, building this spiral staircase, and then setting up the infinite breeder and all this stuff. But there's the infinite breeder, and it is practically the same thing that I have up above. We have our little villager dude over here that we can press a button, sends them up there into the little breeder chamber. But we have a problem. And I don't know what that problem is. I don't know why it's a problem. But this doesn't work. These villagers are not breeding at all, and I can't figure out why. This is the same exact setup that we have upstairs. We have the little house with the 6 doors on it. We have the villager in a minecart inside there, so that should be activating it. I've opened up air blocks all the way around it, so every single door there should have the highest sunlight, same for the roof. I've done everything I can think of to mimic what we have up above, and this doesn't work. I've been doing everything that I can think of for like the last 3 hours or so to try and get this to work, but no, it just does not work at all, and I can't figure out why. And that's very, very frustrating because I can't see what would be causing this not to work, yet the other one to work. The idea was I wanted to do all the villager breeding here. I wanted to take the villagers and put them in their little trading areas and trade with them and make sure that they were the villagers we wanted. And if they were a villager that was, substandard or something that just didn't work right, we'd get rid of them, we'd breed more, we'd move on to the next one. Sounds like a logical idea, but unfortunately, we can't make any new villagers. I don't know why that is. If any of you guys do know the reason why this is not working, please let me know in the comments, because I would really like to get this thing to work. And just so you guys can see, let me pop up in here so you can see what's going on. Get rid of this thing. So yeah, just the railroad tracks, the little villagers sitting in between the doors, and this just doesn't work. I don't know why. It works up above. I don't know if it's too low to the ground, or maybe there's some other mechanic about this that I'm not aware of, but I mean, the sunlight is still coming down and hitting the roof of this building, which is containing the villagers, which I'm pretty sure doesn't even matter. But yeah, I don't know. I've tried to get this to work. It just is not working. So I'm just gonna move on. I can't spend days and days trying to figure this out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start breeding the villagers up above. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna move this guy so it goes back down. I'm gonna start breeding the villagers up above, and I'm gonna do all my work up there. Since we have a way to get the villagers down and safely, I think we can do our trading upstairs at the base. Get the villagers, trying to unlock some perfect villagers or the ones that are really, really good, and we can send them on their way down here to hold them. That way we don't have to hear the villagers making their sound all the time, and they should be safe. Yeah, I tried a bunch of different things here. I had this all filled in with glass, and I thought maybe there's a glass that was causing it to not to work, so I got rid of the glass. Now it's not a very safe place to be. Yeah, very, very frustrating. Oh well. But yeah, I think we can breed the villagers up here, do everything I wanted to do down below, except that's where we'll just end up storing our villagers that we want to keep. So maybe it'll make it a little bit simpler. I don't know. It's going to kind of suck, though, trying to get the ones we want, unlock them, get them in a minecart, send them on their way, and hope that they survive, that there isn't a rogue zombie somewhere in that forest that's going to kill them, because that would just be plain bad. So I need to get the doors back in this thing. Let's do that. I tried removing the doors from here. I was thinking maybe that was causing interference with the other one. I mean, I've been trying everything I can think of to get that other villager breeder to work, and it just won't. It's, yeah, very, very frustrating, like I've said. Okay, let's get that back in place. Do this to try and keep zombies out of there. Send this villager up. I even counted the distance to make sure this village is the same, or that little holding room is the same distance above the village. Yeah, there's nothing else that I can really think of that's gonna fix this at this point. There's got to be some little mechanic that I'm not aware of, but I'm gonna do some research. But again, if you guys know why it's not working, please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm gonna let these villagers breed up for just a little bit. I'm going to try and separate them out just with a minecart and put them in their own separate little holding cells. Yeah, look, they're already ready to breed. Put them all in their own little separate holding cells. And yeah, we'll start some villager trading. This is going to be awesome, guys. See you in a bit. So I've been letting the villagers breed for a little while. I know there's a bunch of little baby villagers in there and not very many adults yet. But I just want to show you guys what I've done here for holding the villagers. It's kind of a quick and dirty little setup. Just have some power rails in the back there that are unpowered. So when the villagers come along, they'll stop on that and they'll just kind of, hang out back there. Let's see what else. I have these little levers here. So I can let the villagers go into the first one, and then I can flick this, and then they'll go into the next one, etc., etc. On the back, behind here, I have these buttons that will power the powered rails and send the villagers out, or the mine carts, when we're done with them. And they should all travel back along here, and then I can flick this, and then they'll go this way if I want them to go down. Yeah, it's very, very simple. I know there's a lot more complicated things you could do and make this automatic. Press a button and it'll kill the villager or eject them or whatever. But, this is going to work for now. I just want to have the villagers in a spot where they're not going to get killed by zombies, where I can trade with them, just click on them, and I think that'll do its purpose. So I blocked this off because I know the little baby villagers tend to pop out from in there. I didn't want that to happen. Oh, I don't have a lot of the things that I wanted on me. Can I grab a baby villager? There we go. Oop. On his way. So yeah, I kind of want to get that block back up so these villagers don't escape. Ah. Nope. Oh no, they're escaping. Okay, well, I can't have that. I know, baby villagers, I'm a bad person. So this little guy, that looked like he was a blacksmith, that guy's going to grow up. So we can do this, and I think that should make the villagers go over here. I thought I had all the minecarts and the other stuff on me. But yeah, I don't want these villagers going everywhere. I got to keep them controlled. I don't want my base filled with villagers. When I turn on the infinite breeder, we're going to have like so many villagers everywhere just going at it. So let's see. We got some mine carts. I think I wanted another powered rail track. Maybe some of those. Yeah, this is one of those things you kind of need to have set up perfectly before you get going on it. Those little baby villagers can't escape, and that makes it kind of a pain. Okay, so is there some way that I can do this, prevent those guys from jumping out? Maybe do something like this and that. Give me that track. Oops. Okay, let's get rid of that. I want the powered rail there and there. Yeah, don't really think there's gonna be a way here that I can do this without letting those villagers out. Maybe put that there. Get a minecart. Maybe push that. Oh, yep, there we go. Push it in there. Got a villager, very good. So I kind of want to get rid of this stuff. So maybe what I can do, I can put a minecart there, and when the little baby villager decides to wander out, it'll walk in the minecart and send itself going. That might be a good way to control these guys. But yeah, I'm going to do this for a little while. I'm going to let these babies grow up. We'll find out what their trades are and see if we can start doing some trading with them. See you in a bit, guys. Been letting the villagers breed for a little while now, and this has taken a little bit longer than I would have expected. Having the infinite villager breeder here, I would have thought that we would probably had about 50 or so of these guys now. There's really about 15 there, even though the entity count up here says like 20. There's some zombies that I'm probably looking at, and some squid and other things like that. Yeah, the zombies over here and squid. So the two baby villagers we put over here grew up. One of them's a blacksmith. And one of them is, what is that guy? That is a librarian, I think. So the librarian has 11 emeralds for a clock. I don't have a big supply of emeralds, so that's probably not going to work too well. I do want to keep the librarian, since paper is not his first trade. It's possible it could be his last trade, which means we could get a lot of emeralds from sugarcane. So librarians are definitely the guys that we want to keep. Blacksmiths are also pretty good. There's a possibility that they'll have a trade for coal. So a certain amount... Oh, these guys are breeding over here. I didn't know that would happen. A certain amount of coal you can trade for emeralds. Are those guys going to produce a baby? That'd be interesting if that actually worked that way, because I didn't want these guys to breed. Huh. If they could breed through a wall, that'll be an interesting feat. Looks like they both have the hearts, though. Anyway, so this, the blacksmith's trade is 4 emeralds for an iron shovel. Now, the blacksmith has a lot of different armor and tools and other sorts of trades like that. Now, I think the iron shovel trade, I think that is an uncommon trade. There's a few trades that you'll see pop up a lot and a few that won't show up on every single villager. And I think that iron shovel is one of those. Not a very good trade, but it is a decent trade nonetheless. But again, we're going to need emeralds to get anywhere with this guy. So what I think I'm going to have to end up doing, I'm going to have to let these villagers breed for a while. I want to get a good stockpile of them, probably like 50 or something like that. That way I can, set up the infinite breeder. We can repopulate and get a bunch more of these guys. And we can do a bunch of trading. So I think in the meantime, between next episode and now, I'm probably going to set up a couple of farms. We're going to need like a sugarcane farm. And we're probably going to want like a pig farm, depending if we get a butcher or not, and cow farm. We have the mushrooms for the cow farm, but we're going to need a wheat farm to breed more cows. We're going to need a carrot farm for the pigs. There's just a lot of things to set up for this villager trading. So I'm going to let these guys breed for a while, get a big population. Like I said, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And hopefully next episode, we'll be able to do some serious trading and maybe get somewhere with these villagers. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please remember to leave a like if you did like it. And we'll see you next time.